Hey everyone, welcome to the Fish Tank. Now this week I really want to talk about two fan projects that just finished and then were promptly asked to be taken down by Nintendo. Now, this has angered a lot of people on the internet, and I can kind of understand that, but at the same time, guys, give Nintendo some credit. They're just doing their job. So anyways, let's start with the first one, the more popular of the two. Of course, it's another Metroid 2 remake, a remake of, if you haven't guessed it, Metroid 2. Now, Metroid 2 came out for the Game Boy, original black and white. Samus was about this much of the screen, about 3/4 of it. You could hardly really see anything. It just didn't control well. And so there's a great game in there that's like locked behind kind of the technology of the time. And basically what these people wanted to do is they wanted to remake it from the ground up and pretty much make it very similar to kind of like Zero Mission, which was the Game Boy Advance title that remakes the original Metroid game. And so they revamped all the graphics, they added a map system, they improved enemy AI, all sorts. They added new areas, new bosses. Like, this is insane. They'd been working on this for about 4 years now, all the way since 2012. And they released it on August 6th, just in time for Metroid's 30th anniversary. And consensus says this game's great. This game is incredible. They really put a lot of love into it, and you can tell just because the music is great, the artwork is great. It was just done perfectly. Like, you can hardly tell that it's not Nintendo making this product. But the problem they ran into, which pretty much they always run into, is that they didn't get the approval from Nintendo. And I hate to say it, but if you are asking for the approval from Nintendo and they don't give it to you, I'm sorry, but just don't release it, or make it for yourself and for your friends, but like, don't do a mass market thing. Now, this is great. This is great that this was made, but you guys shouldn't be mad at Nintendo. They are just trying to protect their properties. And Nintendo issued a statement saying, Nintendo's broad library of characters, products, and brands are enjoyed by people around the world. We appreciate the passion of our fans. But just as Nintendo respects the intellectual property rights of others, we must also protect our own characters, trademarks, and other content. The unapproved use of Nintendo's intellectual property can weaken our ability to protect and preserve it, or to possibly use it for new projects. Now, basically what Nintendo's saying is that it hurts the sales of their games, it hurts, I mean, we got Federation Force coming this week. I know everyone's been waiting for it. No one's been waiting for it. But what few sales they would have got could be hurt from this, and it's just bad timing. And who knows, maybe they are working on something behind the scenes. We don't know. Probably not. The best thing you can do is just write to Nintendo and hope that your product is allowed to be made, and that they are like, yeah, go ahead and do this, or ask you to be like, hey, can we, after you produce it, can we then sell it? I mean, I don't know, there's a lot of possibilities. All you gotta do is ask and then just hope Nintendo. I mean, even the guys who made it, they were upset that everyone was so angry about it. They said themselves, please don't hate Nintendo for all this. It's their legal obligation to protect their IP. Instead of sending hate mail, get the original Metroid 2 from the eShop, show them that 2D adventure platformers are still the thing people want. That's how you promote it. Like, that's great. And for people who did download this game, you can still, they're still updating it. You just go to their blog there. You can still download it, but it's no longer like heavily as promoted as it was. So the fact that you can still get it, and the fact that more and more people know about it because it's been promoted so heavily in the press and everything, I feel like they kind of won out in the end. And Nintendo probably knows that. But Nintendo's just doing like what they have to do. But the fact that Nintendo isn't trying to shut the website down, isn't trying to sue anyone, Nintendo's being a good guy about this. Now, same with the other project, this lesser known one, Pokemon Uranium, This one was in development for 9 years. That's a hell of a long time. It explains why much of the interface, much of the look of the game harkens back to the Game Boy Advance and not the DS or the 3DS. But they did implement some of the newer battle mechanics of the DS version. So like it has a smooth UI and just button interface. It's beautiful. They also made like about 150 new Pokemon in this new region of theirs. Now, not all of them are great, but by and large, a lot of these new Pokemon look like legitimate Pokemon. And it's actually really cool because, so as you can guess from the name Uranium, a lot of these Pokemon have, I guess, been mutated by the radiation. So a lot of the Pokemon designs kind of resemble that. They have a lot of kind of industrial themes to them. It's pretty neat. And even some of the old Pokemon now have evolutions that they have added to it. Granted, there are also a number of Pokemon that are just kind of thrown in there, and that kind of bums me out, but they put so much work into this. Also, thinking of the times, you can choose as a man, a woman, or just a gender neutral person, so this game just, you can tell that they were listening to fans and they were putting what fans wanted and what they wanted into a game. And granted, I played a little bit of it. You can kind of tell it's not a Nintendo, it's not a legit Pokemon game, but it's still pretty good. It's worth a download. It's worth checking out. You shouldn't hate Nintendo. They didn't sue these people. They're not doing anything to like truly hurt them. They're just being like, hey, please don't just have this download up there. It's cool that you guys made this. This game is great, but it can hurt our sales. So please just do some backdoor shady stuff. Download it that way. But with that, that's the episode for this week. Hope you guys have been enjoying the new set. I'm enjoying the new sets. I love having a fireplace. In the winter time, maybe I'll have a fire going. I don't know, but it's too hot right now. Anyways, if you guys have any thoughts about the new Metroid game or the new Pokemon game, please let me know in the comments below. If you didn't get a chance to download them, just Google it. You can find it out. Just don't tell them I sent you. Just do it. But with that, we are Nerd Much. You can find us on Facebook via the description below. You can also find us on Twitter at NerdMuchCom. I'd like to thank you all for joining us this week. I'll see you next time. Now, I do want to bring attention to incredible Pokemon that were in this Pokemon Uranium. The first one is called Titanice. Now, looking at its design, I don't know if you can tell, but it is an iceberg Pokemon. It's heavily influenced by the Titanic, but what's even greater is that its abilities are called Forewarn, Ice Body, and Snow Warning. So, if you wanted Titanic in a Pokemon, there you go. Then this next one, if you thought some Pokemon weren't humanoid enough, there's Garlic Kid, who is literally a superhero Pokemon with the ability Justified. He's just like a half garlic, half humanoid Pokemon that you get from a side quest. There you go.